Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream. Today we are playing Danganronpa. Haven't played that in quite a while and I just realised I have my window open and the neighbours are talking outside. So give me 1 second, I need to go and close this window. Okay, now that that is done, I can actually start playing. So yeah, it's been a while since I played some Danganronpa. Still love this game. The one thing is, because it's a visual novel, you know, doing all the voices can be a little bit tiring, and I've been getting over a cold, so hence why I haven't been playing it. So anyways, I hope that you guys are doing well. I am just setting things up on my end, so I'll be with you in just a moment. You know how it goes, sorting out the share links and the thumbnails and whatnot. So yeah, so let's go continue. Yes, we will be continuing from here. Okay, so we're trying to find out why Sakura pretty much did what she did, why she's a spy for Mr. Teddy Bear, whose name I have forgotten. And Hina just got like attacked. So hey Hina, what the heck happened? Oh, we just got into a fight and I lost my temper and flew off the handle. So I think I need to press triangle. It's been a little while, so I'm just trying to get used to the controls yet again, so bear with me. Let me guess, the fight was because of Sakura.
But
at first, I tried to ignore it. If you let jerk buttholes get to you all the time, you'll never have time left to live your life. But she wouldn't let it go, so I just...
What the heck?
Without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like a dozen times.
You're serious?
A dozen punches isn't really without thinking. And when things got out of hand, Genocide Jack got let loose. Right? Wrong voice, but never mind.
Sorry.
It's my own fault, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Because she was saying all these terrible things about my friend, you know? Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up with tears. And just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, the door to the nurse's office bust open. I thought the door was going to fly off its hinges. And there stood before us...
Hina.
Sakura. Oh, okay.
Huh?
Sakura? You're hurt. What happened?
Huh?
Oh, nothing. It's not a big deal.
Hey!
Makoto, Hero. What's the meaning of this? It wasn't me. It was Genocide Jill. It's all that demented murderous fiend's fault. Uh-oh, Sakura's gone off the handle.
Damn.
Okay. To hurt Hina. Damn you. To leave me alone, but hurt her. What is this?
How dare you!
What is this? Ah! I'm okay, really. It's just a scratch. Uh-oh, someone's getting pissy.
No forgiveness!
Unforgivable.
I can't forgive this!
Chill out, dude. Okay, just give me a second, guys. I'm just going to share out the stream now. I'm live now on YouTube. Stream timber is still going strong. That's not how you spell strong, baby. So pop in and say hello. We are playing Dangan. Let's put a hashtag in front of that so then other people can find it. Danganronpa. And put that in there, and gotta put the thumbnail in, and then that will be all good. Hero, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me.
What?
I don't hate you exactly.
I can't forgive this!
Why? Somebody save me! Hero nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out of the nurse's office. But just a second later... What's going on?
Hey.
What is all this noise about? Kyoko stood in the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hero's spot in the room.
It would seem...
I gathered that something happened. Just a bit. Kyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura.
Wait.
You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm drawing a line right here and now. Drawing a line?
Goodbye.
Wait, Sakura! Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. The only ones left were... yeah, the person that hates you and won't talk to you. Kyoko? Are you still mad? Yeah, I figured.
That's fine.
It's fine. Huh?
Whew.
About that issue we discussed earlier, it doesn't matter anymore. Then, do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it?
In other words...
You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? Yep, that is right. Yeah. To think like that.
I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you.
Huh? What? Oh, okay, did not expect that. Because ultimately, that means you don't trust me. Oh, right, I suppose you could probably look at it that way. Okay, pop out chat. Okay, I'm finally in chat. Sorry, it took me a while to kind of update everything. Hello to Vanos. Hello to Alex. Hello to Org. Hello to Gabrielle. Hello to Shakira. I think that's everyone. I don't think I missed anyone. Let's see. Org says the YouTube chat is very glitchy today. Not updating or reloading on its own, so you're aware. Okay, right, cool. Alright, let's just go to live chat so then I can see it. Alright. Okay, and I'll just post that again in here, just so then you guys can see it. Cool, alright. Looks like we're all good. Okay. Get back to chat. There we go. Okay, so hit that like button if you haven't done so already. We're playing a bit of Danganronpa. Sorry it took me so long to get into the chat, but, you know, we were playing while setting things up, so hopefully that did good. Okay, no, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
It's fine. I've already forgotten about it. Besides...
And I
may have overreacted. Huh?
Anyway,
it's over, and it's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it. Okay, thank you. Okay, there's no point in going somewhere else right now. Okay, let's see. There's nothing really here. Do I have to talk to Kyoko again? Possibly. Let's see. That issue we discussed doesn't matter anymore. I want to talk about something else. Something else. What is it you want to talk to me about?
Indeed.
Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there. Where?
So...
Just come with me and you'll find out. I guess, but...
Shall we go?
Well then, shall we get going? With her typical indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away, setting a brisk pace. Ah, Kyoko! I hurried to catch up to her. Okay. She walked ahead in silence, and in silence I chased her, and eventually we arrived. Ah, this makes sense. The dressing room? So there's something else you mentioned.
Indeed.
That's right. It has to do with alter ego. But you said we didn't need alter ego anymore.
Wrong.
I didn't say we didn't need him. I said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that needs alter ego. He has business with us. Huh?
Right.
Alter ego asked me to bring others to come see him. Apparently, he has something he wants to ask us. Wow, reading. Alter ego wants to ask us something? Okay, well I guess let's go talk to the computer. Hello? Oh, so sorry. It's just the two of you? Kyoko and Makoto? Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. Is two not enough?
Thank you.
No, it's okay. Two should be plenty. But what is it he wants to ask us?
Indeed.
Let's find out, shall we? Kyoko typed in the question. What did you want to ask us? Oh, yeah, so... I'd like you to take me somewhere. You can connect me to the school network.
What?
Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, Why?
You see?
Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop here. Saying I've finished my work.
But
I don't want that.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here.
That's right.
That's what Master would want, too. So, to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of the school.
That's right.
The only way I can help is if you connect me to the school's network. Gabriel asks, you said that at one point Bibi wasn't your real name, so I was wondering how'd you come up with the name Bibi? So Bibi is a shortening of my old channel that I used to upload AMVs to, which is Bunny Boppin'. I don't use that channel anymore. There's only a few AMVs up there. I recently made everything pretty much private on there, and that's also my my PlayStation 4 like username. So when people want to follow me, they look up Bunny Boppin'. So Bunny Boppin' shortened down to BB, and so I decided to put the I, and that's how I came up with the channel name as well, BIBI'S World. So yeah, there isn't really anything that what's the word for it, that complicated about how I came up with the channel name and my name. Sorry, I was just moving something out of the sun because the sun is streaming into my room. It's getting a bit hot and there was something in the sun that I didn't want to be sitting there. But yeah, so BIBI'S World came from just like the idea of, well, it's ambiguous enough that I can, you know, I can essentially do anything on the channel that I want. Like, it doesn't have to just be anime. But primarily I try and keep it to anime as much as I can. I think the farthest that I've diverted from like anime, oh excuse me, I'm hiccuping, diverted from anime would probably be like putting out Life is Strange, which just quickly on that side note, Life is Strange, you guys know I've been doing Life is Strange as a Let's Play, which is the first Let's Play on my channel. And I tried to put out the second part for patrons, and something must have happened while the thing was rendering. I'm going to have to render it later on tonight, and hopefully it will work. I'll have to test it out again. If it doesn't work, then oh well, I'll have to like re-edit the whole thing. You know how it is. I have a stupid potato computer that doesn't like to work with me, and this is why I'm trying my best to save, along with like getting new expansions for the likes of Sims and stuff through Patreon. So if any of you do want to help out and donate even $1 through Patreon to go towards getting a new computer or getting a new Sims expansion or something, every dollar definitely helps. Or even through Ko-Fi, just as like a one-off donation is another thing, because that is exactly what having Patreon and having Ko-Fi is for. Is for me to put back into the channel. So yeah, anyways, Patreon also paid for Danganronpa, so and Life is Strange, actually. Pretty much all the games, Digimon World, Digimon Cyber Sleuth, all of that got paid for by donations, which is amazing. So I do thank every single one of you that have donated so far. It's amazing. Let's see, Alex says, not part of the game, just a thought, Alter Ego is the true mastermind. Yes, Alter Ego is really the head honcho of everything. Okay, so let's get back to this. The only way I can help is if you connect me to this school's network. But if you did that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive the mastermind would find out about it, they'd find you, and they'd... You agree, right, Kyoko?
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this.
but
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still.
when I think about everything else, my courage starts to grow. As much courage as, you know, a computer program can get, I suppose. You might think I'm just a inhuman AI, but it's true. Hello to Sky Demolisher, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Just give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, I know I'm starting and stopping. I'm just going to try and open up, like, the door, or I might reopen the window. It's getting far too hot in here for me. Okay, hopefully my my neighbours don't decide to be noisy. But yeah, my room is far too hot at the moment. Let's see. Jealous of your hot. We have the sun but no warmth. It's because the sun is streaming through my window at the moment. And if you have the window closed and you still have the sun shining through, it is god-awful hot in here. And I don't have my fan set up at the moment. I might need to actually find that and set it all up. But yeah, okay. Let's get back in here. I'm sore, cause cold, and I cut myself somehow. Oh, that's not good. I'm sorry to hear that. So yeah, so hopefully, if you hear any background noise or anything, you guys know why, because I've got my window open at the moment. I just need to cool the room down a little bit, because, yeah, trying and play video games and dying of the heat is not something that I really want to do. Anyways, let's get back into this, because, yeah, I've been starting and stopping, and I don't mean to. Sorry. Okie doke. So, it's okay.
I'm gonna do my best.
If it's for the sake of everyone else, I wouldn't be afraid. I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed. Too adorable. I was going to say too adorable. Toradorable. Toradora. That's good anime, by the way. Too admirable. Too fragile. Skydaball just said, so it was an elaborate plan to get you to strip off on cam, but you didn't have the cam going. That will never happen. I'm very, like, self-conscious when it comes to the camera, making sure that I have it unplugged, so then I don't accidentally, like, go and get changed and not realise that I'm live streaming. Because that's happened to so many streamers, and that is not going to happen to me. So yeah, I always make sure that my camera is unplugged when I'm not using it.
Hey.
You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right? Yeah.
Certainly.
When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can't answer. But I can say this.
Correct.
There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend. Kyoko.
To
be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risks, the mastermind really will notice it. But...
Makoto.
Let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network. But...
Hey.
He's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says that he wants to fight along his friends.
Now,
If you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend.
So,
Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't.
I want to believe in myself.
I want to believe in myself. I want to be able to say, I know I can do this.
Leave it to me.
So please, let me try.
listen.
And besides, there's one place where the mastermind might not notice. One place?
That's right.
Remember, there's another place besides here where there's no surveillance cameras. A room without surveillance cameras. Secret room? That's it! The secret room you told me about. I definitely remember there was no surveillance cameras in there.
Indeed.
And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall.
However,
just because there's no cameras there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure that the mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. There we go, managed to say a word. We'll also have to move Alter Ego, and the mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over. You're right.
that's what we have to do.
But despite all that, I still think we need to try.
Correct.
Because that's our best chance of finding any new clues. Kyoko, in that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it.
It's true.
Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
So then,
Let's get started. Well, yeah, I suppose that Makoto is like wearing a bit of a hoodie, so a little bit easier to hide. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay? Okay. We started packing him up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket. It tickles! Shh! You can't talk right now. We're going to move you to another room. Until we get there, you have to be absolutely silent, okay? Understood. Your command has been implemented. Good. To have him react like a machine like that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react.
Makoto.
In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. So there might be a network cable in there.
However,
Assuming the mastermind hasn't taken it already. Well, all we can do is go and check it for ourselves.
it's true.
Agreed. Let's head to the secret room. Okay, so the secret room is... I can't remember what floor it's on. I think it might be like the second? Maybe? I really can't remember. It was in a bathroom. I remember that much. You. Oh, okay.
Have you reached that certain age?
My obsession. Uh-huh. What are you doing? Living. I see. Anyway, I'm headed back to my room. I'll just be there. Living. Totally calm. What is with that noise? It's like, okay. Someone's gone a little more insane than normal. Okay, so I'm assuming... Oh, that's right, you can't just walk up the stairs, you have to click on the stairs. How annoying. Now, it was the boys' room?
Hey,
Hey, Makoto.
why?
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. What?
Listen to me.
Just hurry up and go. And to make sure you don't run off, I'm gonna wait right here. What's with the, like, all of a sudden change of personality? Oh, I get it. She's acting. She was so forceful, I thought I'd made her mad again somehow.
Just a second.
Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going.
So then,
And be thorough. I'm counting on you. Jeez. Okay, so... it was like this one. Okay. First we have to find the network cable. So she said in the drawers, right? According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in this drawer. Found it. There's a network cable. This is network cable, right? Now we have to connect alter ego. I immediately go to work. I pulled out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable. And that should do it.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it worked.
Leave it to me.
Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. So please, just wait a little while longer.
I'm gonna do my best.
Just hold on tight and put your faith in me. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're going to get out of here. You and the rest of us. As friends.
Huh?
Friends? Even me?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Makoto.
Makoto.
How'd it go? Well, it went okay, but all the, documents were gone, just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
Correct.
I see. Then, there's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore. That much was for sure. Ah, Kyoko.
What?
Yes? So we're just gonna split up?
Why is that?
Of course, I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Well, maybe, but isn't that a little too direct?
Whew.
Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about, like, what are you going to do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done, it's true.
However,
But the way that things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen. Then what should we do?
so...
If we can find some new clues, that would be likely to change the situation. That's all we can hope for right now. Which is why alter ego.
Correct.
All we can do is wait and believe in our friends. You're right. That's our only opportunity. No, only option, I should say. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. See you later, Gabrielle. You have a good sleep. Thank you so much for popping in. It was lovely to see you. I'm kind of tired. So I laid down in bed. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving alter ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all. That's a weird sentence. I had completely dozed off. Okay. The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world.
Makoto.
Makoto, get out here. Kyoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to see me, and she was white as a ghost. It sounds like something has happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry.
Huh?
Makoto, Kyoko. Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door, and I hurried to look inside. When I did, Sakura. Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair, like she's bowing her head.
Hey,
What's going on? Did something happen to her?
Huh?
I was just walking past and I noticed her through the window. But I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking. I tried calling her name. But she wouldn't respond.
Huh?
So what should we do? What are we going to do?
anyway.
First of all, we need to get that door, get into that room. But the door's locked, right? If we break in, we'll be violating school regulations.
Listen to me.
We're going to force our way in. I just said
Wrong.
the door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock. Huh? Then why?
It would seem...
It feels like the door is pressed up against something inside the room. Is it the chair? Chair?
In other words...
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means, as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then there's no problem if we break in.
Indeed.
Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll get something to break it with. Wait right here. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure. Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence. But that silence didn't last long. Here! I found a broom in the classroom. Use it.
Makoto.
You can handle this, right, Makoto?
Please!
Come on, please, hurry! Okay, you two should stand back. I took hold of the broom and swung it as hard as I could. Aiming directly at the window, all it took was one solid hit. Crash! The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling the chair leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed on it with all my strength and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her, I'm guessing she's dead. All I felt was cold death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then... Uh-oh.
A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin!
Okay.
Huh?
Sakura's dead? She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It's happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wonder, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead? Checking for a pulse or a reaction? I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. And I... Why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there, unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone.
What?
Yes.
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed? I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means.
Interesting.
Sakura was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you're going to say?
Huh?
No. Whoever killed her. It's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault!
It was one of you. Hiro, Yakuya, Toko. One of you killed Sakura.
What?
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 You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation. I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her.
I won't forgive you.
One of you did it. I know. You know it?
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Jeez. I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on!
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's the Monokuma file!
That's right, it's the Monokuma file.
Yeah!
And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that, Hold on. There's something I want to ask you.
Huh?
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura?
Say what?
Huh? Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and
In other words?
Then I killed her. Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to the most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me.
Phew!
Which, thank God for that. It saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
Hey,
I gotta tell ya, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her.
Well done.
So, I don't know who it was, but whoever is the blackened this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one. Oopsies. Before you get all pissy potty at me, you better figure out who did it first.
Shing!
Because, I mean, your lives are all on the line, right?
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one?
I won't forgive you.
I hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind, after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time to squabble for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. Sorry about the noise. Of course, someone had to have the most obnoxiously loud car going down the road. Jeez. Don't know if you guys could hear that. Let me know if you could, because yeah, I don't know how much is being picked up on the microphone. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who will start guard this time. I'll do it. Hina? I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay then, Hina is guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
What?
Me? You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order?
that's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is... Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene.
Huh?
What?
It's your fault!
One of you killed Sakura.
I won't forgive you.
I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear now.
I won't ask you to let all of us in. Just let me.
What?
You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyways.
Yep.
Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyways. And you, Hero, do you object? If you're going to go that far, then what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
Then it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request. But
Hey,
we have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who'd want to touch a filthy dead body?
Listen,
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone, keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
listen to me.
all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. Okay. Investigate. Alright. Better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death was estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noticed. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Okay.
Hey,
I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why's that?
so...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with the chair from the inside of the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
In other words,
this is the classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing in a lot of mystery movies or books or whatever, but could it really happen in real life and right before our very eyes like this?
hey,
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involved the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is the locked room. The locked room already existed before the crime is committed. Oh?
In other words,
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from the outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door. Something like that.
however,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gaps that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
it's true.
The third is when the killer stays in the room until it's open. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, and when the door is opened, they use that confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible, maybe.
it's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room.
In other words,
By that I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality, it's generally not possible. Yeah, okay. Well, from what's in the chat, I'm thinking that's probably what it was. Yeah, that's why I have the spoiler thing. So yeah. I'm pretty much not going to be reading much of the chat today because, yeah, I want to play this game without getting spoiled. Then you should think we can cross that one off too.
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So we'll have a look around, see what's around. Otherwise someone came in, they were already in the room. So there are 4 possibilities. Which one's the most likely?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus. But right now, I can't really say. I see. Okay. The way the killer set up the locked room, until we figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. Okay. Yes, well, I'm thinking possibly, because I mean, you can see some blood sitting right in front of, like over there. For Sakura, for nothing else. Okay. Okay, well, first off, I want to have a look at that. There's a bloodstain in front of the magazine shelf. Must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Bloodstain. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair where Sakura was sitting. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom of sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Okay. Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure? Okay, it looks like chess. Okay. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Ah, that's... Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well,
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. And I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like him. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much? But I wanted Sakura to get the chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they've lost all their flavour. Okay. Sakura drew her last breath, sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she also vomited blood. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Okay, so maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting? Not a chance. Yuckier.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I would call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Okay. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So...
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem lab. Yeah, I was thinking that maybe she may have been, like, poisoned.
Just a second.
But that's strange. Huh? What is?
Hey.
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must have been part of the window I broke to get inside.
Correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath. So that was dropped there, probably by accident. Why does that matter?
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. Let's see, I was going to say poison, slipped on something and smacked her own head and stuff, but that would, in that case, it would be a dumb way to die. Yeah, just a little bit. Okay, so we've got the empty protein drink. Let's see, do we... Oh yeah, so... there are 4 bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. what I'm wondering is how they get those figures inside the bottle.
So...
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle, huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other words...
So, this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. I feel like I'm starting to make sense of things little by little. The Monokuma bottle's sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. 3 shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Okay.
However...
But for Sakura to have been killed... Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
It's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist. Strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly, they would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. Go away. He's not even trying to hide how much he despises me. I'd better go before he crushes my soul completely.
What the heck?
We already know who did it.
I won't forgive you.
Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all 3 of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me she said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon, the Monokuma file said that she had died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her, by force even, this would have never happened. Hina. It's impossible to have regrets, I know. Okie dokie. But the fact that she had asked those 3 to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the 3 of them directly. Like, if it's out of those 3, then, to be honest, I'm thinking, like, no one tell me if you know who it is. Don't tell me. But I'm taking a stab and thinking that it's, Hiro. It's just that Toko and Byakuya, they seem like the characters that would be, like, pretty much to the end. Not Toko, sorry. What's his name? Yeah, Hiro. So, I think it was Hiro. What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to ask you, talk to you about. Make it quick. Oh, excuse me. I'm yawning. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect. Yes. Toko kills males, so we can rule her out. Yeah, that's true, actually. That's a very good point. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. But Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Okay, so we've got that. Now, let's see. There's a clock up here. It's around 1 o'clock now. According to Monokuma file, she died around 12. So roughly an hour ago. Was that when Kyoko and I were moving alter ego? Okay, let's see. So blood. Yep. Okay, so there's this to look at. That same shelf's full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here. And there's that's open. Huh? The lock is open. And there's something on the inside. It's a handprint.
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker. And it left handprints in all the dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locker room was open. Until the locked room was opened. Don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not possible. Why?
Hey,
Think back before we opened the door. We looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah. And the locker was already open at that point.
indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. So then, what does this handprint mean? Okay, so someone's got a bunch of, like, stuff on their hands. Is there anything else to check out around here? The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get in, get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Okay, and so just the door to look at now. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening itself. Let's see, because I wonder if the candy was poisoned and it was a Russian roulette box, so only one was poisoned. Sakura ate the poisoned one by accident, maybe hallucinates and thinks someone is after her, and put the chair against the door. Maybe. There was no evidence of the door or the chair being tampered with. Okay, so the killer must have created the locked door from inside, not outside. Okay.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then
you should probably go talk with other people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave. Which is why I decided you'll go in my place. She decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right, I do have to talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to go hear what they have to say. Alright. Yeah, I didn't mean to press that. I wanted to, leave. Here we go. Those other 2 probably went back to their rooms. Okay. No one in here? No? Okay. Let's see. First off, we need to find... So I wonder, does he get all sad when you, like, look at specific rooms? Door won't budge, must be locked. So if I go to, let's just say, Sakia's room. Okay, now it's just kind of like normal. Alright, so Byakuya, Junko, Toko. Press the doorbell. Now for a few seconds.
Who's there?
The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something. I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Well...
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master? I just said 2, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the note, but I didn't go to see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Okay, can I really believe her? Yeah. Is that good enough? I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated to her room. Okay. So now we need to find... It's kind of depressing seeing all these rooms and all the people that are dead. Okay, hero.
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How'd you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Oka told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Oh, well,
When
when she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like, in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then, you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong!
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt, and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at me!
I haven't seen her since. So when did she give you that note then? While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? I still have it. Let's see. Hiro was feeling around his pockets.
Hey, come on!
Sorry, it looks like I don't have it anymore. What a big goofy smile with a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter onto the ground. Something had fallen out of his pocket. Huh?
What?
Quick as the wind, he snatched it back up again and shoved it back in his pocket.
Hey, come on!
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that it was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Yeah, okay, so I think that maybe I picked it right, that Hiro's the murderer. Okay, so I've heard from Toko Hiro. What next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should go find out more about the protein we found in the rec room. Okay, talk to you soon, Bernard. What character would I want? What character do you want to kill? You know, who would it be? Who would it be? To be honest, I don't mind if it's Hiro. Like, yeah. I don't know. So, let's see. Is there anything interesting in the trash room? Doesn't look like it. Alright, so we've got to go up to the chem lab, which is on the 4th floor. So you're asking me if I wanted someone to kill me, who would I want to kill me? Oh, okay. I don't know. Probably like, who would I want to kill me if they were gonna kill me? That's a weird question, and I'm not sure who I would want to kill me, to be honest. Probably like, yeah, I'm really not sure. Let's see. Yep, so it's on this floor over here. Yeah, probably Hiro, just because, like, he doesn't seem to be all that smart. Okay, so looks like the chem lab is just around here. see. Physics? Wait, is this where we want to be? Hang on. Map. Rec room. What's in there? Everything's back to normal. Just like with Sakia and Chihiro, Monokuma's responsible, I'm sure. Okay, so... yeah, so I've got to just go back and... yeah, okay, I'm in the wrong place. Oops, wrong one. Go back. Okay, yeah, so we've got to go to the 4th floor. That's right, that floor is open. That's why I got it wrong. Yeah, so Chem Lab all the way, this away, and this away, and Chem Lab is right there.
What?
Makoto, did you have your eye on the Chem Lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say is, yes sir, I understand. Oh, shut the fuck up. Okay. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilt in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. That looks like poison. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4? Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilt.
So in other words...
That's right. It could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Okay. We've got some footprints in it. These are footprints. And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, you mean me. Kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay. So I got to work, and before long, I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad for you, I mean. For me.
I see.
So, when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whole left... let's see. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, then left. That's what the footprints tell me. Okay.
I see.
These footprints must be...
It's certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? No.
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see, your feet do appear to be big, too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately. But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these prints really are really valuable clue. Okay, so what's in this? Let's see what's on the shelf. There are all kinds of different supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labelled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit, section A. But wait. There's one bottle here that's labelled Chem C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? On this shelf is one look, and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on this shelf are labelled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit, section C. I don't think I need to check B, but I'll have a look. So on the shelf, looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't it kind of harsh? What? Do you think studying science and mathematics have no practical applications in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which, I suppose, suits you well. I didn't even say anything. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers labelled with the letter B and number, so I guess, yeah. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me is that in Section A there was a bottle with a label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on here. Okay. Right, so I think that's all I need to look at there. First I need to check this area. Alright, fine. Chem C4. Okay, so we already know that. Letter C, number. Let's see. Yep, okay. On top of that, there's one bottle that's, yep, put it by accident. I suppose, yep, that. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labelled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone's footprint was left in the powder. Based on the poisoning of the positioning of the footprints, whoever it was, only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would had to have been spilt right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Okay. Taking a good look at the chem lab, maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Okay, so SBU's going to the rec room now. Yes, let's leave the area. Let's see, rec room. I think that's down one floor in it. So if we go this way and go downstairs, and the rec room should... Nope, gotta go down to floor 2. I swear, I hate the layout of the school. I was contemplating making this in the school at some point in Minecraft. But I swear, like, doing the layout of the school is gonna be a bitch. Okay, hang on a sec. Map. It was on the 3rd floor, wasn't it? It totally was. Let's go back upstairs. And... map. Yeah, it's right there. So there. Oh, it's right there. Okay.
Hey.
So, Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko and Toko and Hiro what they had told me.
I see.
I see. So, along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Somehow, someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You'd do well to look them over one more time. Okay, so body. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
Just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure out anything. See you later, Alex. Thank you very much for popping in. Well, yeah, I know, but...
Hey.
Don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
Whew.
There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perceivingly used to. Although there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you?
So...
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, look here. Her shoes.
Correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Okay.
Hey,
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead 2 blows to the head. 2 blows.
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. Absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body. Okay. Can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko would have pulled that off. Okay. Shards of glass. On top of that, near the glass. Okay, so there's nothing there. Bloodstain by the shelf. Only consume its sakura's. Why would it be so far away? Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Huh? This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the individual magazine and flipped through it. Toko. This is on one of the pages near the centre of the magazine. Word had been written in bloody letters. It says Toko. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this?
So...
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their fingers to write it. A dying message.
However...
But, just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. What the heck? Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hadn't been confirmed yet.
I won't forgive you.
Might not be around for a bit. Looks like the roosters have attacked one of the newer ones. Got a chook to rescue lady coming. Okay, that's fine. You head off. I'll actually be finishing up the stream very soon, so yeah. Good luck on that. See you later. It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can't use it. We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you'd think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Okay, so we've got that now. I think Kyoko said she'd found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new.
Hey,
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. A correlation. Chess. I noticed that before. Hey Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
so...
I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come up with their own conclusions, so so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. Yeah, fair enough. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer. I do trust you, to a degree, otherwise I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Okay.
Hey,
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that bothers me. I like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
anyway,
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
that doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
So then,
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and the dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up, sorry to keep you waiting.
so then,
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So, what kind of experiment are we doing?
in other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected and the one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Okay. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It will make sense when we're done. Okay.
listen,
First, let's compare the weight of the two normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced,
in other words,
which means each bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figure inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
so then,
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on the scale on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll be balanced out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
so then,
Okay, let's give it a try. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought.
In
What?
other words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles put it together.
hey,
And I believe you'll arrive at one very persuasive connection or conclusion. Sorry. So what do you think? It's all on you. Okay, so that's weird.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Okay, and with that, I'm going to finish up the stream here. So when we come back to Danganronpa next, I will be doing the class trial. So thank you everyone for watching. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Check out all my social media links in the description below. We're still going with Streamtember, so I'll be streaming every single day throughout September. And tonight is Minecraft, so I will be streaming Minecraft at 8 o'clock. I will post in Discord if I decide to do a stream before then. And yeah, I will see you guys around soon. Take care, and yeah, see you tonight. Bye.